It's only July, but it's been a long season already, Tacoma. You do know we have 3 teams that play at Cheney Stadium, right? Fortunately, we've got one of the biggest, greenest yards in the South Sound to camp out on for those particularly late nights at the office.
Nothing says wake up and face the day quite like a groundskeeper's hose. We've got to get after it and get some food in our bellies and fast. Are you ready to get the worm, early birds? It's time to hit up some of Tacoma's best spots to enjoy the most important meal of the day, breakfast.
We're 2 guys that call Tacoma home.
I'm Casey Catherwood. You've probably seen me around at Cheney Stadium.
And I'm AJ Garcia. I'm new to Tacoma, and I want to learn who and what makes the city so desirable to live in.
Our mission? To shine a light on the places and faces that make Tacoma a city we're proud to call home. This is our city,
and these are some of Tacoma's best breakfast joints.
First on the agenda is Dirty Oscar's Annex, home of a brooding, beautiful, boozy breakfast. So why don't you just tell me a little bit about Dirty Oscar's?
Well, Dirty Oscar's is kind of it's become a Tacoma staple basically nowadays. We do kind of some fun takes on American food here, classic American stuff. We have a pretty famous chicken and waffle. Our burgers are kind of out of the box. It's kind of one of those spots where you can come in, you won't be judged. You can come in wearing suits, you can come in wearing your sweatpants, and just kind of be yourself, which is what Tacoma's really all about, right? Like, just being yourselves.
Tell us a little bit about what we're eating.
What we made for you today is, this right here is the Wake and Bake. Okay. This guy right here is our Waffle Monte Cristo. And then this guy right here is our steak hash. So kind of 3 of our staple kind of breakfast items there for you guys to check out.
Totally.
And then Paige made you guys some Bloody Marys.
Spicy Bloody Mary is perfect at Dirty Oscar.
Yeah, for sure.
And it pairs well with all of these items.
Something we try to do when we're coming up with new dishes. Our team back there, we kind of try to think of what kind of flows with our theme, basically.
This place is, you gotta wait out the door on most weekends for brunch at Dirty Oscar.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good as the chef here.
As somebody that would never wait in line to eat somewhere, it does make you feel good. I mean, if you're not in the building by 9:30, 10 o'clock, you're probably going to be waiting a good 40 minutes for a table.
So as someone who's kind of made his food journey along the sort of heart of 6th Ave here, what do you make of the changes in, Tacoma, but, the food scene, 6th Ave, all of that?
I really love it, man. Most of the chefs on the Ave, we're all friends. We do events with each other. We try to help each other out when we can. Any of that new stuff coming to the Ave, it benefits everybody on the Ave.
You mentioned that everyone's friends along 6th Ave here. Is there any friendly competition at all where you'll see them and be like, the line out our door is a little bit longer on Sunday?
We're all a bunch of crazy chefs when it boils down to it. But, we talk a little trash between each other. But, at the end of the day, we're all trying to bring everybody up, right? Like, if you can get one guy from Tacoma to blow up and you had a little part in that, then, that's good for everybody. I want to get our little guys up to be big guys, right? Help the new guys coming up become big. We got a bunch of really talented chefs on the Ave, so it's nice to be a part of that.
That's awesome.
So talk to me a little bit about your love for soccer and Tacoma soccer. What does it mean to you to have these 2 teams in town now?
It's kind of awesome, amazing to have World Cup caliber athletes playing, down the street. The rain, I know Seattle's a little sad that they lost the team, but hey, I think we'll love them a little bit more, right?
Here,
Defiance is awesome. I'm glad they kind of made the transition from S2 to actually naming it a Tacoma team. That's exciting, and getting to watch all those players. They're accessible at those games. Getting to watch them, we watch them on the sidelines at the Sounders matches. They sit right in front of us,
right.
So getting to see them there and then watching them play, and then hopefully getting to watch them at the big, with the main squad is amazing.
Which we know is coming soon with all those players signing those contracts.
Yeah, so having Danny come up and play is amazing. He played the other day.
16 years old. Can you imagine?
Second youngest player to start in an MLS match, having that kind of heritage like now in Tacoma is going to be great for, you know, the whole situation.
And it kind of lends itself to the story of this city kind of emerging, right? Like the emergence of women's sports, the emergence of these players rising to another level, and this city that we live in is doing the exact same thing. It's always been awesome, but now it's actually being recognized
and happening. You know, so that it's a cool thing, man. Totally. You know, you don't have to take that hour drive up to Seattle. It's like in our backyard. So the fact that everybody's not taking advantage of that is ridiculous.
Cue the slap bass and the laugh track. We made our way over to Fern Hill for a sinful smorgasbord of sitcom-inspired deliciousness at Tacoma's only Seinfeld-themed restaurant, Little Jerry's.
What is it about Seinfeld that became this amazing phenomenon? Do you think it was the writing, the relatability, Jerry himself, like all of the people that recorded that show, wrote that show, will have royalties for until their children's children are gone? What was it about Seinfeld?
Probably everything you said, the relatability and it's timeless. I don't know. I mean, I just love the show. And a lot of people do. I'm surprised at how many Seinfeld fans there are, to be honest with you. I didn't think that people would travel from all over the place.
Right.
That they put this on their summer vacation road trip.
What's the furthest place you've seen someone travel from?
New Hampshire. There was a family that was driving to the West Coast, doing a journey cross country, and they looked it up at spots to stop, and they were big Seinfeld fans, the whole family.
A lot of regulars in this restaurant, I'm assuming. A lot of neighborhood people.
Oh yeah.
A lot of like a lot of old people.
It varies. You've got teenagers that come in here. You've got a lot of the PLU students that come in here. Definitely a lot of older couples that come in here, regulars, and see them every morning. We've got this nice lady that comes in every morning for her cup of coffee. Here usually before I get here, waiting to come in, has her cup of coffee, and then rides the bus home. And she's been doing that for 7 years.
Of the regulars, would you say a majority of them are or are not Seinfeld fans?
I'm gonna go are not.
Yeah.
But they love the show. They love sitting and watching it. They love sitting at the counter over there and watching it and hearing it, and just, they laugh. So when I first started working here, I never watched Seinfeld before. And now I'm at home watching Seinfeld.
You have dreams about it, don't you?
I do.
It kind of rambles around in your dreams.
It does.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Is
really.
the theme song like your alarm clock to wake up in the morning?
Oh God, it should be. Gotta go to work. Maybe I'd get here earlier.
Thank you so much.
There you go.
And you know I'm gonna just devour this thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the Cremerica. It looks pretty outrageous.
It's like a Benedict, kind of a spin on a Benedict. We have these stackers that have a little bit of everything: home fries, biscuits, spinach, tomato, bacon, eggs covered in hollandaise, and we just do tons of them. It might be a mess to eat, but it's good, you know.
So good. What's the ideal way to attack this thing? Just get in
Just
there,
like
man.
that. Just like that.
It's an all hands on deck
Oh yeah.
menu item.
Before we go further, can you walk us through? This is the Mimbo, right?
Yeah, the Mimbo. So it's a breakfast sandwich in between 2 grilled cheese sandwiches.
There's some breakfast sausage. We got ham, tomato, bacon, fried egg, cheese, and
Mayo.
yep, mayo, and a couple pieces of bread here. Two pieces of bread.
4 total.
2 grilled cheeses.
2 grilled cheeses, so 4 pieces total.
This
Oh, yeah.
is a gift to Tacoma. Anthony, if you had one thing you wanted to say to your customers or people of Tacoma, or anything that you wanted people to know about Little Jerry's, is there something that we didn't cover today?
Just that we appreciate all the support we've gotten over the years and happy to be part of the community. And we'll continue to crank out good food.
Having eaten at some of the staples, we had to pop into one of our city's newest breakfast spots, and let me tell you, it's worth all the buzz. Proctor District's Waffle Stop.
So I guess my first question is, why a waffle restaurant?
Why not waffles?
A terrific answer.
But hospitality was something that was always super important in our home. kind of everything started to take shape when we started to just see how much potential there was for kind of a family-style breakfast place. And we just wanted to bring something that was fun and unique and different and hospitality-oriented. And then as we started to develop all the recipes and the menu and the brand and all of this, we just really wanted to share it with a specific place in Tacoma. And this Proctor District area really screamed out to us, and the space became available, and we just went for it.
It's going into business with family. Like, what is that like? Because I mean, it is definitely a thing where that seems like an old style, old America concept. It's like we go into business with our family, and you don't hear a lot about that in the year 2019. So what about your family made that such a thing that was a natural fit?
Yeah, some of it's natural and some of it's not. It's the shared passion and the why behind Waffle Stop is kind of the driving force for everything. But we all agree on the same vision, and we want people to come and experience Waffle Stop and our food, our hospitality, and everything. And so there's little family touches that we got to do, and it's fun. We took a long time to kind of design the concept and the restaurant and everything, and so, but with that, we had that opportunity to really put our own touch on it.
Right.
In a fun way. And it's bright and it's fun. My wife's favorite color is yellow, and yellow is a very breakfasty color. It's, it's an egg
It's one of those
yolk.
hunger colors.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's, it's so, being from Tacoma and Washington State, it's gloomy a lot of the year, but it's always sunny here. And that's kind of the atmosphere that we wanted to create.
Yes. Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, man.
Okay.
I don't know if that can wait too much longer. Tell me a little bit about this chicken. I came over and it just smelled amazing. What do you guys do to the chicken?
Well, it starts out as chicken tenders. Like I said, everything is handmade. So we cut the chicken down, we skin it, we press it, we bread it ourselves in-house.
And then over here, I have a mountain, what is this, Mount Strawberry here?
And that is our very berry waffle. It's also on our pearl sugar waffle. The drizzle on the bottom is our raspberry coulis. So we cook down raspberries in-house, make our own little sauce. It's topped with raspberries and strawberries with a little bit of whipped cream and finished with the raspberry coulis on top.
Wow. This looks like something a kid would destroy.
Oh yeah, it's one of our most popular ones.
Absolutely. We definitely want to eat, so we're gonna just dig in here really quick. So I liked what you said about making mistakes, right? Because to me, the culinary arts are called art for a reason, right?
Exactly.
You're a scientist, you're an artist, you're painting with food, and we know that great things aren't made unless you get a little messy, you make some mistakes. So tell me a little bit about your process when you're coming up with a dish, or what drives you as like I said, sort of obviously a kitchen leader and a chef.
Well, first off, my passion for food, it's in me. It's been in me from birth. And also, I have to have ambition and the will to come in here and learn, because I'm also a chef instructor with Child to Chef in Seattle. So what I learn and what I do in the restaurant, I have to be able to mold that and transfer it to my kids and be able to teach them. So when I come in here, my goal is to be the best chef I can be, put out the best plate I can be. I made this plate first, but I want that one to be just as good as this one, if not better. So it's like every time I put something out, I want to put my best foot forward. Exactly. Always growing, always moving. And it's contagious, because if my staff sees that, then there's no room for them to be other than hard working and come in with that same mindset. It's contagious.
It's not just the most important meal of the day, it's also one of the most delicious, especially in Tacoma. Until next time,
This is our city. This is our city.
This is our city.
Married to a wonderful woman, have 2 wonderful kids. We just love living in this area and just doing what we can to, keep Tacoma rolling.
Which is the daughter that we need to shout out here,
Yes.
so that she'll know that your father is famous. He is going to be on YouTube. Well, who is
Yes,
she?
Malia Rose.
All right, Malia. We see you. Fourth wall broken, Malia.